Yellow Cab has been tooling around the streets of Pittsburgh for a century now, and along the way the company's grown into a lot more than just a taxi service. They're celebrating the anniversary with a whole spruced up fleet. And Jamie Campolongo is back with us today. He's president and CEO of the Pittsburgh Transportation Group, the parent company of Yellow Cab. Welcome, good to see you again.
Good to be here.
Good to have you back.
I know, love it.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you, I look good for 100, right?
You're amazing, very well preserved, as
the
is
water.
the company. But you know, really, hitting the century mark for any business is pretty remarkable.
Yeah, we think that to carry the same flag, to have the yellow flag, on your cars for 100 years, service in the city, lots of changes. It's been amazing. We're doing a book, so I've learned a lot of the history of the company. It's going to be really exciting. Great coffee table book when it comes out early October.
So you're really going to do the anniversary up big and really celebrate this fall?
Yeah, we're going to do it big. We changed all the cars, new look, new dedication. It's kind of our slogan going in, moving Pittsburgh for 100 years, and put credit card machines in the back, introduced wheelchair taxi cabs, went alternative fuel. Yeah, so we're really pound a lot of stuff into our 100th.
No, that's great. You mentioned the credit card machines in the back. I've seen that in other parts of the United States, but a lot more convenience, I guess, for the customer, and must speed all the transactions too.
It's increased transactions, increased speed, increased tips. I mean, it's all good. I mean, the drivers are a little leery about it, but I'm telling you, it's all good. They didn't like handing their card to the driver, nobody likes to let go of their credit card.
Sure.
Swipe your own, do your own thing. But yeah, we're about 80% cashless right now. So
really, so that the whole world has moved in that direction.
Yeah,
you
and
no longer need to fish out your.
We're moving with them.
That's why you mentioned wheelchair taxis.
Yeah.
What exactly is a wheelchair taxi?
Well, it's a. We have a big disabled community in Pittsburgh.
Sure.
So, and we've gotten calls over the years about, why isn't Yellow Cab have wheelchair accessible taxi cabs? And, for a long time, we couldn't find the right vehicle. I mean, nothing would hold up to the riggers. These low floored would drag in the snow, and they were dangerous. So a company came out with a car called an MV1, which is a big car kind of fashioned after the London taxi.
Okay.
Big roof, roll it right in. The wheelchair passenger sits right where anybody else would sit. Big, it's roomy, it's safe. It stands the rigors of the taxi business, so we put 15 in, and they're busy.
Are they really?
Yeah, they
are.
are.
And 15 out of how many in the fleet total?
320.
Out of 320. So how do you manage that? Because I would think getting them dispatched to where they have to go with the wheelchair customers must be scattered around.
Yeah,
pretty
but
much.
it's not. It hasn't been. A lot of the people that use them are steady riders. I mean, they would much rather do that than wait for other alternative forms of transportation access or go to try to wheel onto a bus. We haven't had them through the winter yet, but my guess is that the volume will ramp up in the winter because it's much harder for them to navigate the city streets with ice and snow. And
oh, that's really
so I
great.
think that so far, fingers crossed, we've been very lucky to keep almost a 99% response rate on wheelchairs, which is better than actually what we do in the regular fleet. So.
Wow, that's tremendous. And you mentioned alternative fuels. So are you converting more and more of the cabs away from gasoline?
Yeah, went to 50 of our taxi cabs went propane, put a propane station at our offices in the West End. We're looking at natural gas now to convert some to natural gas. We've introduced about 10 hybrids into the fleet. So parent company's Veolia, very environmentally concerned about everything. So we're moving hard towards alternative fuel.
And so why propane instead of natural gas out of the gate?
The short answer is we got a $350,000 grant from the government.
Oh, really? Okay.
So, which is really what kind of pushed us in that direction. The conversion rate on energy on propane is better for the driver, so his fuel mileage is closer to actual gasoline. And the drivers are running around for $1.20 less a gallon, and they're in
huge.
line for.
They must be waiting. When can I get the conversion?
Right.
But with all the natural gas around here, you would think there has to be some opportunity out there with compressed natural gas.
Yeah, there is. There's actually the state has a program and a federal program's coming out now, which finally are probably at the level where they'll get people a little bit excited about making those conversions and spending the capital on them. So we're looking at those. We'd love to do some CNG. We've got a fleet of 90 buses. CNG is a good alternative for buses.
Okay, sure.
So we can, because tanks are an issue, but the buses have plenty of room. So I think we're looking most of that in our transit division.
Okay, well, that's exciting. Obviously, it's important. The more folks around here can find uses for the gas that's under us, the better the economic opportunity right here in our region. Well, congratulations. Enjoy the celebration this fall.
We will. Yeah. And make sure you get a copy of the book.
All right, we'll be looking for it. James Campolongo, the president and CEO of Pittsburgh Transportation Group. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
See you again. And next up, what do the Andy Warhol Museum, Falling Water, and the Mattress Factory have in common? The answer when we return.